went to our constituencies in the rural and had some bit of engagement with our people. Electoral violence, intimidation, and chaos is a political strategy. And for the last 3 elections,
by who?
Both
in
the opposition,
favor of who?
Both the opposition,
okay,
and the ruling party in the last 3 elections have been using violence, intimidation, and whatever it is on the table as a political strategy. Now this is changing. What the previous method has been doing to the Ugandans and to the media is that it has been denying the country a chance to discuss the electoral issues, development issues. So when there's violence, we've always had people, coming up and just discussing the beating and the police, the tear gas and all that. So people in the community have not been able to actually interrogate, why is this candidate campaigning? What is this new thing that is going to bring? Now, we don't have violence right now, at least as of now, and I see a chance for people to now discuss why candidates, both president and as MPs, why we are contesting for these positions. And for me, that is what this country needs. Multi-party politics, of course, just like Angelo, I hold a view that we weren't ready for multipartism. Because as a journalist, as a disciplined journalist and a disciplined card of whatever party I choose to be in, if you choose or you decide to offer yourself to the process of the party, whether they are flawed or not, you must respect the process of the party. But we've seen continuously members of parties, even in parliament, disagreeing with their party positions. Probably
invoking the constitution, which has a higher precedent over political party constitutions, and saying the constitution does, give way for independence.
Yeah, but multipartism, as in Commonwealth practice, is such that there must be disciplined party members. You remember the chaos we had when one of the some members in the party were supposed to be, chased from the party for indiscipline, and of course, court ruled otherwise. Anyway, back to the point of what we are going through right now. The country has an opportunity to now listen to the what people are bringing on board. Politics is, it was Laswell who said politics is the art of who gets what, how, and when. Now, to understand that, you don't want chaos. Now, because we are used as journalists, we are used to covering tear gas and sending out emotions and all that. We don't have that right now, and it's a bit boring. But as a candidate who is in this race, I can tell you the heat is up there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
The incumbents versus those who are coming.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
First of all, the money involved, but also what are you going to tell the people? I'll give you an example. I have 246 polling stations, 42 polling stations, and I have 16 parishes. I must have a message that gives people hope. I must have a message that out of the 15 people that have been nominated in my constituency, that shows that I'm the best candidate. Now, if there was chaos, beating, and all sorts of things that used to happen in these elections, the person in the party that is going to be beaten more would actually win, even when they don't tell people anything, because people now will choose emotion, will vote out of sympathy, and then we deny the country a chance to have good leaders, just because there's chaos in the elections. So I'm happy that we are peaceful, and I pray that the remaining 2.5 months to the election day remain peaceful, so that now candidates talk to people about their programs.
All right, we'll be looking at actually also the scrutiny on the programs, because even for the presidential candidates, we've continuously seen messages being spewed. Vote me, all the roads will be tarmacked. Vote me, everything will be okay. And I'll be asking whether we as journalists are also poking holes into some of those promises from the manifesto basis, and we'll also be going for the members of parliament. But let me get joined by Nelson Bwiro, who is joining us virtually. Nelson, what do you make of the calmness? Some have chosen to call it boring, campaigns. Others have chosen to call it peaceful campaigns. What does this point to, and With the nomination of MPs, is there going to be any change? What do you anticipate from a person who is on ground?
Well, Mildred, thank you so much. I don't know, am I coming through correctly? Yeah, so first of all, I would like to thank everybody who is viewing me from where I am. And I also want to congratulate Isaac Imaka for going through the nomination process, and I wish him well. Isaac Imaka, congratulations, and I hope you'll do well and welcome to the fray. Now, the peacefulness of this election is coming from the fact that we have a candidate who has learned how the opposition operates, and especially this specific opposition that we are dealing with, the opposition that is more of emotional and more of sensational. So he has realized that they have nothing to tell the people. So he needs to give them a chance to see if they actually have something to tell the people. So I think everybody has realized that we need to hear exactly what the opposition wants to say, so we give them the opportunity to do so. Over time, for instance, in the last election, the opposition benefited a lot from the chaos that happened during the election. They played what they call a bait game. They do something and then the government pushes in the security, and then there's a confrontation, and therefore there's no rally, or there's a very chaotic rally, and someone benefits from that. But this election is showing us a completely different trajectory. Where we are in the north, for instance, we have had a very peaceful time here, and then we've had very good numbers here. Also, I would like to put it to the attention of the general public that already NRM has about 7 unopposed candidates. That shows you that the election that we are having this time is taking completely a different view, a different trajectory. Certain people have woken up to the fact that it looks like we need to listen to the leaders themselves, and we find out if they have the material, yes. Oh, we need to hear every manifesto in detail, and that is what I want to commend the NRM on. I want to commend the government on. They have given it. I want to commend the EC on. They've given us the opportunity to listen to everybody. They've given us the opportunity to critique manifestos as they come. And I want to put it to even the likes of Imaka, who are in this competition, and they are coming in. It is time now to talk to the people. Mao used a very great analogy that when you are in school and then the big boys are sending you, go and tell that girl, and then when you are face to face with the girl, you have nothing to say. So that's where we are. The candidate, for instance, of the NRM is moving around and is pushing out 7 points of his manifesto. I don't know what the other candidates are into. I've tried to listen to them. Some of them are saying, you see, we are going to be on CNN. We are going to show you how we have beautiful wives and the likes. So the election is up to us. We want to listen to everybody. The people should know if they need a candidate or they don't need the candidate. If the candidate speaks to them and their needs, if the candidate doesn't speak to them. So I am happy with the way the election is shaping up. I wouldn't call it a peaceful election, as you can see, because certain things can happen if you know how opposition operates, or the other candidates operate. We may have some gimmicks. Some people may cause some drama just to see if they get the following come up in big numbers. But it is so far so good, and I hope it stays like this so that we listen to everybody. Thank you, Mildred.
All right, thank you very much, Nelson. You give a very interesting analogy. Now that the girl is here and you have reached, what are you going to say? But also remembering that the girl could be witty to ask questions on whether you mean or you actually even meet the threshold of the kind of man she would want to get into. So we'll be delving into the messaging of the campaign period in just a bit. Allow us to take a very short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Sad moments, and more especially death, are inevitable, but malaria deaths do not have to be one of them. Do not regret. The power to chase mosquitoes lies in your hands. Mosquitoes lead to death. One bite could cost you everything. All you have worked for will be left behind. Your children will be left in the hands of no one. All property will not protect you. Sadly, your friends and family will move on. Protect yourself and your loved ones from mosquito bites. Sleep under a mosquito net every night. Clear bushes and stagnant water around your home and close all doors and windows by 6 p.m. The power lies with you. Energy for winners.
This October, the heart of Uganda's coffee beats louder than ever. Rubanga Cooperative Society is celebrating 40 years of empowering farmers, and we're inviting you to be part of this history. Join us on the 24th of October 2025 at the Rubanga Cooperative Society grounds for the Coffee Business Forum under the theme Uniting Local Producers for a Resilient Coffee Sector, Strengthening Cooperatives, Amplifying Voices, Driving Growth. This is the